My dear brothers and sisters, greetings of God's love and peace to every one of you from TEJAS Vidyapeetha. Advent is once again here and Christmas is around the corner. But we all know that this year it is not the usual routine. The pandemic COVID-19 does not seem to be letting up or leaving us very soon. As we go through this very difficult time, we, the fathers and brothers at TEJAS Vidyapeetha, would like to stay close to you with our prayers and wishes. Lumen Fidei, the light of faith, is a series of Advent reflections that we would like to bring to you each day of this Advent season. I hope that these daily reflections would light up your faith and lift up your spirit. On this first day of Advent, I shall focus on the theme, the Advent Star of Faith. Advent is all about a journey of faith, a faith that dares to believe in something that is beyond the here and now. If I ask all of you, what would you like to have most at this time in your life? I believe some of you or many of you might say one word: vaccine. You would like to have the vaccine for this virus. All of us are waiting for that miracle medicine. The medicine that would cure this illness. Advent is a time when we need that medicine of faith, and not any ordinary faith, in fact, an extra measure of faith at this time. The faith that would cure our anxieties, our fears, and our illnesses. As we reflect on this season and these celebrations, it is good for us to focus on a few persons associated with the season. Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, and the Magi. One common thing that we find in all of them is that they all walked this journey of faith, daring to look beyond the here and now, daring to step into something that is beyond the ordinary. Mary believed that God had a plan, even without knowing what was in store for her. Joseph said yes to God without knowing where God was leading him to. The Magi followed that star without knowing where that star would end. And the shepherds believed in that little baby in the manger as their own Messiah and God's own Son. These were all ordinary people daring to believing in something that is beyond the normal. And this is what the Advent is inviting us to, especially at this time, this difficult time of COVID, to believe in God's love for each one of us and God's plan for each one of us. Maybe for some of you, the faith has been shaken. Maybe some of you have been sick, or some of you have lost your loved ones. For all of you, one thing that I pray for is that you hang in there. Whenever somebody is going through a difficult time, one of the things that we tell that person is, hang in there. That is what God tells us. Do not be afraid, hang in there. To hang in there, to continue our journey, we need that extra measure of faith. Mary showed us what it means to hold on to that faith when she was sitting by the side of her baby in that messy manger, amidst the smelly animals. She didn't have much to look around or to look forward to, but she held on to her faith. This year, we may not be able to do any elaborate nativity scenes. We may not be able to go from house to house singing carols. We may not see the churches filled with the standing room only. And we may not be able to gather as family and friends to prepare and enjoy a big meal. But in our little homes, in our little communities, we can make it a place of love, as Mary made that little manger a place of love. She gave Jesus all her love and stayed with him till the end. Let us pray that we have that courage and faith. May this Advent season be a time of grace for all of you. I wish all of you God's blessings, peace, and good health. God bless you.